missile. He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message. He clearly doesn't believe in punting, going for it this close to his own end zone. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. 1st down here for the offense. Looking for a gap. It's Donaldson. Powers through the defender. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Mountaineers moving quickly to the line. On the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And the Mountaineers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Trying to get the edge on the toss. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
Dropping back, it's Hoover. Got his man to the left. And he's brought down after a huge completion. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. They'll run it. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Trying to pick it up on the ground. The Horned Frogs get enough for the 1st down.
Well, they picked up that first running the football. That's good news for an offensive line that really has been getting pushed around and bullied in this game so far. Let's see what happens moving forward. Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Quarterback checking off. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Gets it out fast. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception there.
And sometimes the quarterback grabs the football so quick and tries to get out of his hand, rushes it a little bit on these quick throws. Sometimes they don't even grab the laces, and you could tell he just grabbed it, threw it a little bit too quick, and missed behind the wide receiver.
Another incompletion.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And that is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Looking for space to the left. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll run play action. Looking for the score. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, TCU. What a grab and what a quick strike from that offense.
And coordinator, and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
And the ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
The offense starts with a short field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Back to pass. It's Hoover. That pass is incomplete, and they... It wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time, the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
On third down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. It's James. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. New set of downs after that completion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Finds the tight end. Got enough space. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target, and that's already his second touchdown of the game.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. The Mountaineers want to move quickly. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Now the play fake. Fires to the right. It's complete. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. And the Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. A first down run in the red zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now it's 2nd and goal. The back goes in motion. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And listen, I'm just trying to find a way to be positive down here, have positive gains, not run, QB sneaks and halfback dives, get the football on the perimeter or something.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And how it's done. It's go time in the red zone, 3rd and goal. We need a sack, need a big play. That was a monster sack by the defense. Let's go.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Complete downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Now on second down. They keep attacking through the air. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Coming after him. Blasted as he lets it go. Hauls it in. Knocked down immediately, but they couldn't stop him from getting the big gainer to the 30. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field. First down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Gets it out quickly. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Third and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already four-down territory? And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Horned Frogs will hustle to the line. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that when you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Takes the easy one to the back. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, TCU!
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse, and field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, the end of a very intriguing first 2 quarters of football in Morgantown.
The Mountaineers will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Hoover. Sends it downfield. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Wide open downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Rodgers. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Then the short completion brings up 2nd down. The aerial assault continues. Trying to... And it's on the ground. And the defense has got it, and they're trying to pick up some yards.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
And the Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's White. And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Leaves it with the back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. A 3rd and long coming up here. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Bray. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22? Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Motion from the offense. Off the play fake. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. Touchdown, West Virginia. Reeled it in and just made the house call. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This time they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive, Reese. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now. They just got to make more plays.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Makes his connection. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect him to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
Looking for a deep man. And he makes the catch inside the 10. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Quarterback checking the play. He'll just keep slinging it. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll do it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
It doesn't matter what the defense has tried to do. Man coverage, zone coverage, blitz, whatever. Quarterback has been locked in. 350 passing yards now.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. West Virginia has it and the offense ready to go to work. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not defenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
The incompletion brings up a second down. The give to the back. Across the 25, he's got room. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. The Mountaineers are in the hurry-up. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll give it to him again. Hard running there. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Trying play action. Pressure coming. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
And there's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Another incompletion on third down.
Third and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make? Because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He makes a catch. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, TCU! And the pummeling has started. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes a connection. Hit the afterburners, kid. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Mountaineers! Daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, it's second down. He's looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, that one falls incomplete. That hasn't happened a whole lot today, though. This dude has been lighting this defense up with his speed. He showed great hands. He just weren't able to come down with that one.
On third down, going up top. It's caught. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
The Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And he's got it! Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end, scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Trying to find his man on first down. They've got the screen set up. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll go to the air. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Grabbed in the middle, it's Davis. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Mountaineers in the hurry-up.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. After the setback, the offense gets set for a 1st and 15. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to get to him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They're going to throw it again. Lofts one deep down the right side. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Donaldson. Smashes through the tackle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. The Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Sticking with the running game and finding enough space to get 8, it leaves them with a 4th and 2. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. They'll run for it on 4th down. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
4th down and short, you want a no-nonsense run. Nice job by the running back, getting the football, getting downhill, making sure he gets that 1st down.
And the Mountaineers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
Slab. Can. Reload.
Power ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of...
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
Holding. Offense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Offense getting set for first down.
Get set, get set. Ready, ready.
They'll give it to the back. Runs through the tackle. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. The Mountaineers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bray. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man on the right. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Well, it's a nice job tackling on defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that 3rd down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. Offense set on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. With the catch, it's Cook. First guy never seems to get him as he finds his way out to the 19.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Got his man downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Horned Frogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Little too much juice on that one from the junior.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over, and this coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Bray. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
He stopped almost immediately. He didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the first down. Back to the air one more time. He's got it. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Using the quick game. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, West Virginia.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
He'll bring it out. It's Farmer. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay upright.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Nothing but green ahead. He's at the 10. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Mount.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback will audible. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
42 Spider, Terrier.
Looking to pass. It's Hoover. He'll take the deep shot. Got it! And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, TCU!
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Comes out throwing on first down. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. And here we go, final play of the game right here. These corners going to give them some space. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. He's going up top here late in the game. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses, and man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.